can become a mighty force against centuries of ignorance, neglect, and oppression.
We have proven to the world that we are all great athletes.
In 1968 on Soldier Field at those first games, there were 2 countries participating, Canada and 26 US states. And now at our last World Games, there were 172 countries involved, and we have 5 million athletes as part of this global movement around the world. 50th allows you to sort of look back and see what you've achieved, but it also is a great opportunity to just take a pause and really think about where we want to be 50 years from now. And I think as an organization, we're up for that challenge, and we're ready to face the next 50 years with continued determination. We know that we're just touching the surface of the number of people with intellectual disabilities who could be part of our programs. That's our challenge in the next 50 years I think our athletes are in a great place, and now it's our responsibility to take what they've done and make sure that others understand the importance of their role in our communities and in our society.
This is the first time in the 50-year history that it's come to a small town. St. Francis Xavier University is right in the heart of downtown Antigonish with the facilities that they have here. Obviously, that was the biggest part of why we're here, sitting here talking today. 7 venues are right here on campus. The other 2 venues are approximately 3 kilometers from here and 5 kilometers from here, and that would be the softball field and the golf course. We're proud, we're Blue Nosers, and we want to show them what the great hospitality that we have here.
Ryan's a pretty remarkable character. I mean, you can see through his personality, he just, he radiates kindness and generosity wherever he goes. He was so proud of the idea that he could represent Special Olympics Nova Scotia in his hometown. He understood the magnitude of the opportunity, and I feel that he sort of lived up to that expectation.
It's an honor to be in my hometown and just many people. Without Special Olympics, I wouldn't be on the team. It helped me in a big way.
Hi, boy, Carney. It's something that I'll cherish for the rest of my life, because what a rare and unique opportunity to be able to coach and caddy and mentor for one of my best friends, to learn a lot about myself, to learn about him, and to represent our town. Right? It's truly an honor, and I'll never forget it.
It's an honor to be here in my hometown, and like I said, you gotta go out there and kick some ass.
Inclusion.
Get involved. Get involved. Get out there. Get involved. Sometimes you need help. Allow your child, your individual, your athlete to grow, and allow them to experience the belief and the true spirit of sport, and that will come. That will come with Special Olympics. It's just makes you feel good.
You're really working hard today. I love it.
I get teary about it because it's changed. My son was 10 when he started. He's going to be 40. I've been involved a long time, and he's the kid he is today because of it. I'm the person I am today because of it. It's changed my life to the better.
The Special Olympics Canada 2018 Summer Games on TSN is brought to you in part by the Government of Canada and Tim Hortons.
He was our surprise, arrived in May 2017. Didn't know what a squat was, didn't know how to squat, deadlift or bench press. Over the course of the year, things have come kind of fast and furious for him. We're at the point now in the last month where we're finding what his threshold is. So he's starting to have to work for it now. It's come a little bit easy for him in the last year, but he's a pleasure to have on the team, in the group.
I live in Gleason, Alberta. Yeah, it's far from here, and then I'm a farmer. I work on heavy equipment. You can say I'm a mechanic sometimes. And yeah, should be cutting second cut right about now.
You always make friends. You can make friends anywhere.
I was scared to meet new people and nervous around other people, but now it's just all friends. It's like one big family.
Start. Press.
We are working on to bring home a whole bunch of gold medals for powerlifting, and she's the best coach ever.
Crush it. This is it for this games, right? So Let's just set ourselves up.
Go, Scott! Come on, Scott. Leah.
For him, it's a social difference, and I can see how well he gets along with other lifters and how much other lifters enjoy him, and he's a gem to have on the team because they just all, like, this team gets along so well, it's ridiculous.
You got it, you got it, you got it. You got it, you got it, you got it.
Dreams do come true in Special Olympics. This is a dream for me to be here right now. Just come out and try it for a year. If you don't like it, try something different. Well, the way that it has changed my life, Special Olympics means to be a better man in life.
Today we're at Crystal Cliffs. It's a lovely beach in Antigonish County that's owned by the St. FX University. We are having a traditional Atlantic Canada experience for our athletes. Atlantic Canada favorite is muscle steam on the beach, and that's what we're going to treat everybody with here today.
Take one and use them like pinchers and take them out of their mouth. You don't have to do anything with your hands.
Oh no, it's warm actually, but
that's what you told me anyway.
That's what I learned.
That's how East Coasters eat them, right?
In Atlantic Canada, we're proud to have the Special Olympics here this year, so this is a great opportunity for us to showcase our support.
Determination.
You get hooked, you just get hooked by the atmosphere, the feelings, the emotions, just how much effort they put in and how proud they are of themselves, of achieving things that we take for granted, I think. My mother just was elected mayor of Antigonish not too long ago. Yeah, she's very involved in the community.
Emily has a big heart, and she's a giver as well. She likes to do things for people. She's always the first one to volunteer, sometimes overextends herself, but I think that's a great trait to have as far as volunteering, and she's been volunteering forever. She's a real leader, and she's a real giver, so we're very proud of her.
You know what? They're going to feed you the ball, and you're going to get a goal today. All right? So lots of shooting. Right, Drew? Yep. All right. You really do want to win at the end of the day, and there's a lot of training involved. These athletes are training at least 3-4 times a week for a year now, so their diets change. They go through some sports psychology. It's the real deal. There's a lot of competition, a lot of training to do this. It gives us a whole new look on people with intellectual disabilities. You realize they're way more capable than people think they are. It also normalizes intellectual disabilities. You stop staring at them, and sadly people do that still in public or treat them differently. It definitely gets you more involved. You get to know people, you become really attached, and it just gives you a big pride for your community for sure, and for all these athletes that are just trying their hardest. A whole new respect for them.
Special Olympics Canada 2018 Summer Games on TSN is brought to you in part by Staples Canada, Kia Canada, and the Law Enforcement Torch Run.
We've been told a child with Down syndrome body had negative buoyancy, and if you put them in a swimming pool, they would sink. I had 15 lifeguards there. They were down both sides of the pool and at both ends. Because the one thing I want to be sure of is that nobody died swimming in those games. But I only tell that to give you an idea of the ignorance that I had and everybody had in 1968.
I love being in the pool. I could be there all day if I could. Being an athlete is awesome because I've trained and I've lost weight. I've trained my heart out to be here. I'm so glad to be here with the team, and every day is going to be exciting. My grandfather, he was in the Second World War, and my mom told me he was like an amazing swimmer, so he inspires me. So was my grandma. They were big, and my parents have been so supportive through all this journey. They're always with me. I have a tattoo for them. They are my guiding stars just moving through this journey. I keep thinking about them because they're amazing. The team is important to me. They're like family. And I have so many friends here that I've made. And if Special Olympics wasn't around, I wouldn't be a part. I wouldn't be very social. I couldn't stop doing Special Olympics because it's part of my world. And it's opened up so many doors for me. It's just opened a world that I can go and be myself. And Special Olympics has done that for me.
Joyful.
I am doing the pentathlon in track. Those events are high jump, long jump, shot put, the 1 and the 400-meter dash. I'm coming up on 10 years with being on Special O. It's made me a better person in many ways. It's made me have more confidence in myself. It made me feel like I belong somewhere.
She never gives up on anything. She says she is an inspiration to me. to see how hard she works. When I try to give up on something, she's there telling me to push through and do what I have to do to go forward.
I know! That's incredible! I'm so proud of you! I told you you could do anything. If you think you can take on anything, you can do it. Was that right? You're welcome for that encouragement.
When you're not big and bulky like some of the girls in shot put, you have to really work on the technique side of it. And she's very good at listening to her coaches and just working on that technique and never giving up. She placed first in her 100 meters. She just placed first in her long jump. She just placed first in her shot put. Can't ask for anything more than that.
What's next?
High jump at 7 p.m. and I'm hoping to steal it again.
And then you get to do the 100 meter, the 400 meter at 9:30 tonight. So it'll be nice and cool for that run under the lights. Very proud.
Good luck.
Very proud. Some of the things you can look at is her high jump. When I started training with Regan with her high jump, she was jumping at 1.20. She is now, her PB is a 1.55, which is absolutely amazing. Right now she's at 1.44. It's nowhere near her personal best. We did start her a little bit earlier than she normally would, but I did that because of the last track meet. She started too high and she faulted every jump on her first jump, lost her confidence, so I wanted to make sure she was coming in to this event with 100% confidence that she could do it. So she is getting a little bit tired right now, so if she can clear this, I'll be perfectly happy.
Yes!
You did. I'm perfectly happy with that. You know, if that's all you clear, be happy with it. So, you can do it.
Set.
I only have my grandparents and my siblings and my mom and my uncle. And I bet you right now they're gonna be like cheering me on from a distance and being very proud of me and what I've accomplished over the last 9 months of training.
The way I would put it is my athletes put the glow on me. Because without them, I wouldn't be the person that I am today either. They are just such an inspiration. They've taught me more than I have ever taught any of them, I'm sure.
They're such an inspiration to us all. I don't know what I'd do without all these coaches and athletes. Like, they make me a better person.
Set.
The Special Olympics Canada 2018 Summer Games on TSN is brought to you in part by Coca-Cola Canada and Sobeys Inc.
We're super proud as a Canadian movement to have Dr. Frank Hayden, who is a Canadian part of the history of Special Olympics and the start of Special Olympics. Frank was a young researcher here in Canada who was doing work on physical activity in people with intellectual disabilities, and it was his research that really sparked the Special Olympics movement. His report caught the attention of Eunice Kennedy Shriver, and a movement was born.
The world Winter Special Olympic Games were in Toronto and Collingwood, and I walked into the arena where the skating was going on. I saw a young woman wheel in with a stroller, and she's got a young baby, maybe 6, 8 months old or something, with a sign in front of it that said, Future Special Olympian. And she wasn't looking forward to the future with fear or embarrassment or anything, which was normal in the early 60s when I started. She was looking for it with great anticipation. Her child would be part of this eventually along the way. And you can find out what really you can bring into life of your daughter, your son, through Special Olympics. It's worthwhile trying.
Inspirational, courageous.
1, 2, 3, John Anthony! Woo!
I've been playing soccer pretty much my whole life. It just comes natural to me, playing soccer. And to come here, it's like once in a lifetime. It's awesome.
Inspirational and courageous, and that doesn't even start to explain how Duncan is. He's just great. He's all heart. I aspire to be like Duncan most days. Always smiling, always there, always high-fiving. Has a nice thing to say for everyone. I love Duncan. He's the greatest. Makes my heart flutter. It's crazy what he can do out on that field.
My daughter, pretty much everybody in my life, the people I went to school with, I said, watch me. I'll prove you wrong. And Ken, he every day says, don't listen to those people. They're just talking to hear their own voices. He encourages us, even though sometimes it sounds like he's yelling at us. But he gives it everything he has to coach us. It's from his heart.
Inclusion is the biggest thing, and I strive for it when I'm playing with these guys. It doesn't matter their skill level, their ability, they're going to play on that field no matter whatever situation we're in. Help out, join Special Olympics, coach, cheer, whatever you got to do, just join the movement.
We need more people to come join Special.
It's changed his life and it's changed mine too. It's my life. It's my happy place in life.